Hey traders, checking in on the market today. Bulls in complete control, surging higher, led by the tech sector. Financial sector earnings start tomorrow pre-market, and we'll see where we all stand bigger picture as some of our sectors are kicking on the door of all-time highs. ChartGuys.com. Become a confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. Let's check out some charts. So we'll start with the S&P 500 futures. Again, this 4-hour time frame has just been an absolute rocket ship, where initially we were looking for a 4-hour lower high compared to 34.32. And as soon as that level broke, it is game on for the bulls due to the lack of resistance behind it. And you can see the bulls are certainly capitalizing on the opportunity to move through an area with a lack of resistance. And that's why blue sky bulls and blue sky breakouts are so powerful. A lack of resistance immediately nearby certainly goes a long way. So I woke up this morning and I looked at this 4-hour time frame, and there's two ways I could have approached this. I could have looked at that and said, we're overextended. We are very due for a pullback. I'm going to short it. And maybe that was the case back here where I would have had that mindset. But as soon as I've already seen that it doesn't matter that we're overextended, I know that's not a good enough reason to be looking short. So I then zoom in. Okay, what's my guide? Hourly 12-period exponential support has held pretty much every test. Here was a period between 2 and 4 a.m. where we just barely lost it. But again, overall, the last 5 days, very clear stair-step guide, keeping the bulls in complete control. So we started the morning, and I just adopted the mindset, if we are holding this level, the bulls have complete control. We then saw the morning bull move, and I knew from that point, next time we consolidate, we are extremely likely to hold this support level again because we have so much space to work with above that level. So that is my short-term guide as far as complete bull control. And if we were to lose that level, we know to zoom out and look for a 4-hour higher low, or zoom out and look for a daily higher low. We are looking at the all-time highs. We are on the S&P 500 currently 1.3% from all-time highs. Just 2 weeks ago, it looked like we were about to roll over. We set weekly higher lows, and the bulls have kept their control since. So here's SPY on the daily time frame. Again, you clear 343, and the next resistance is the all-time high. That is why the bulls are surging seemingly easily higher in this current market environment. The increase in bull volume is also very notable as well. Best case scenario, we know the bulls don't need volume to go up, but it's just another vote of confidence when we see that happen. We have the financial sector earnings tomorrow beginning. That's going to impact the S&P 500 as far as whether we get the all-time high or have to pull back for a daily higher low first. We have an Apple event. Apple was a huge part of the market strength today. The bots and the algos were running wild with it, over 6% today. We're going to expect the potential of a sell the news event with their iPhone event tomorrow, or whatever their event is. I don't even care what they're doing. All I care about is the price action leading into that event, and it's preparing me for a potential sell the news. But bottom line is, the bulls are in complete control. And we would need a massive shift in momentum to confirm a weekly downtrend from here. We would pretty much need to see, aside from some kind of black swan event in the short term, I would need to see both the financial and tech sector react bearish to their earnings if we're going to talk about the possibility of confirming a weekly downtrend. But even then, even if we fail the all-time high on SPY, plenty of space for a weekly higher low compared to 319.80 from here. And this is just a slow grind up that is just, it's a short squeeze in my opinion. It's just a short grind as opposed to a fast hard pop. It's just a slow grind where everybody who enters short the last few days is just getting ground up and adds to the bull momentum. IWM, COVID bounce highs, complete V-shaped recovery, and a big reason for this market strength over the last few weeks. The smaller cap names and our laggard sectors providing some oomph for the bulls. So after 159.82, it's 162.91, which we broke. There's a gap at 166.33 from here. All-time high is in the picture, but we're still 6-7% from that level. QQQ, all-time high is in the picture, but we're still 3% from that level. Huge move up. The last time we checked in, the daily video on Thursday. I forgot I have my robe on. the video Thursday, I said best case scenario is if we see any weakness in XLF and XLV translate into the rotation for the tech sector to then make its move. Because we know that after 282.88, there is a lack of resistance until the all-time high. We broke that level Thursday with a very convincing day. Big gap up, huge follow through. QQQ itself was up over 3% today. All-time high is in the picture. Hourly uptrend is our guide. If we lose the hourly uptrend, tons of space for a daily higher low to form. Before this bull break of 282.88, we were cautious of the potential of a weekly lower high and lower low. As soon as 282.88 breaks, probabilities significantly shift away from confirming a weekly downtrend. And the bulls have complete control, and QQQ earnings, tech sector earnings next week are likely going to determine, it might only be Netflix next week, I'll have to double check dates, but when we get our slew of tech sector earnings, it's likely going to determine an all-time high with follow-through or a rejection and need for weekly consolidation. Healthcare came within a fraction of a percent of the all-time high today, 109.74. If we reject, tons of space for a daily higher low. There are going to be bulls that are looking to buy daily higher lows that have missed this most recent last leg up over the last week. Financial sector, earnings tomorrow morning, all about 2601. Look at the 2-week time frame. That's why this level is so important to me. High, low, lower high, higher low. If we have a bearish reaction to earnings, it's another lower high and a continued tightening range. If we have a bullish reaction to earnings, we're going to look to break that resistance level and head back to the COVID high, which again is only going to help the broader market bulls to all-time highs if 2601 can be broken. Biotech sector, all-time highs today. Just a massive move up over the last week. Tons of space. When we lose the pattern of a higher low every day, we look for a daily higher low of healthy consolidation. SMH, all-time highs. Look at those gaps. Just a runaway bull move. All-time highs in conductors, biotech. The healthcare sector is knocking on the door. And QQQ, not far away either. Tons of space for the daily higher low when the hourly uptrend is lost. 10, our solar sector names. So I talked about risk on in one of the recent videos where we were seeing the cryptocurrency and the marijuana sector spaces both go bull at the same time, which tells me market bulls are comfortable enough to be going in the highest risk sectors, and we've seen that follow through now for days. I also mentioned the potential where, if I were in this bull move, which I was not, but I would be selling my solar and going long MJ into that, just rolling over the same election play, and that would be going very well right now. So there's a possibility that this profit taking is heading into the MJ space, but that's all speculation. That's just what I would be doing personally. I'm still in my tan short that I entered on Thursday. I have a target of exiting on first hourly oversold conditions or daily 12-period exponential support. And I'm proud of myself for being patient and holding it to allow for this most recent leg down. But again, I know we're just looking for a daily higher low, so I am not going to try and be a hero with this short. I'm going to lock in my profit while I have it. Looking at the VIX. So the VIX broke the support levels of 2480, 2490. We got a double bottom at 24 the last 2 days. So no follow through on that bear break just yet. But we know the next time we see a bull move from here, we'll be watching for a lower high compared to 30. So certainly seeing a bit of weakness in the volatility space. The dollar is still very weak, trying to build a base of support at $93. But for that to mean anything, we would need a bull break of 93.24. So if we break 93.24 overnight tonight, you could call that a 4-hour trend change, and I would expect markets to consolidate in response to that. But if we don't break 93.24 tonight, the dollar bears keep their complete control. Keep in mind, the most likely scenario, in my opinion, is a weekly higher low compared to 91.75. There's just no sign of that forming just yet. Gold. Healthy 4-hour consolidation, not much going on today. We started the morning looking for a 4-hour higher low. We're ending the day looking for a 4-hour higher low. healthy consolidation, you could consider this a bull flag, and the 12-period EMA is our short-term guide. And silver is the same thing. 4-hour EMA 12 holding, keeping consolidation healthy as long as that is the case. Miners, GDX, broke the high of Friday today. Hourly uptrend remaining intact. And anything above 40.35 will be an hourly higher low, keeping that uptrend intact. Oil bears getting a lot more comfortable with the follow through from resistance. So the top fish play was clear at 41.72, but again, for newer traders, the hard part of top fishing and bottom fishing is you are literally staring momentum in the opposite direction straight in the face. And you have to not have fear or flinch, knowing that your stop loss is there to bail you out. But it looked like the bulls were about to run over resistance, tons of strength, and just like that, they stop on a dime, 25 cents below resistance, and next thing you know, we pull back $2. We are looking for a higher low compared to 36.63 from here. Natural gas bulls, beautiful follow through on the daily trend change. Now the question is, are we going to set a weekly lower high compared to 264 or just bust right through and break that resistance level? Bears are watching for the top fish opportunity, currently just looking for a 4-hour higher low with EMA 12 support catching up. So bulls keeping 4-hour control. If we lose the 4-hour uptrend, we look for a daily higher low with lots of space to form it. But again, potential top fishing play. It worked out for oil. We'll see if it works out for natural gas. Not a whole lot of trading for me today. Did have a Tesla day trading attempt. Stopped out this morning. Knew it wasn't going to be a good stop out, but had to stick to that stop level. Knew it wasn't going to be a good stop out because QQQ was showing us healthy consolidation and was about to hit 5-minute oversold conditions. But I have a lot of swing trade positions open, more than ever. Not more than ever, but more than probably the past couple of years, more than usual. So short tan, long a no-touch SPY position, long USMJ for an election play. I ended today with a hedge, short QQQ. And I think that's all I've got at the moment. But it's just a lot for me to keep an eye on. So I've been day trading less the last week or two and swing trading a bit more. And the MJ sector has been great. We're going to be watching for profit taking there. I think that's all we got. Have a good rest of your day. Again, don't fight these bulls. They proved to us as soon as QQQ broke that level of 282.88, that means cautious bearish, because that is the bulls proving it. Bears would have had to have broken that low of 273.44, which was my key short-term level, which obviously didn't happen. And from here, tons of space for daily higher lows, even if we do see some short-term consolidation. Let's see what the financial sector earnings give us. And we'll take it one day at a time, as always. Have a good rest of your day. Do good things. Appreciate the support. I put out a video yesterday about the election. Check out our YouTube channel for that. Potential sector ideas as to what we're watching for, depending on who's going to win. And we are now currently something like 15, 16 trading days from the election itself. See you next time.